this is why the morning was spent. In the case, I'm very grateful to Stian and Chiva that they can manage it. Yesterday I'm sure that you benefited from this, so this is the kind of nice part of this story. And because tomorrow I'll go to the hospital, so which means that this is going to be the only occasions in which we're going to hear a colleague of mine, Professor Milvar, who's a political philosopher, who's very much in constitutional politics and rights, is going to be here discussing with you. And she is especially also someone very much working on the dilemmas of the social rights, basically the work rights. So I hope you're going to enjoy it. If it's, I know that probably everybody's asking you this, if it's not going to take time, I'll be very much interested, just in 1 minute, everybody to say where he's coming from and what he's interested in. Because my idea is to get this much more as a conversation. I'm going to try to come with some arguments and that we can discuss it together. So it's going to be much more easy for me when I'll know where you come from, where your ideas lie, and so basically it's not going to be the problem to start with you.
Okay, I'm Nini. I studied European Studies 1 year ago, and now I'm making an MA into organizational behavior and counseling organization. I don't know if this is the right translation. And I'm interested in human rights as a whole in general. I mean, it's not because I'm not a sociologist, but I'm just as a human, as a citizen, as a European, Bulgarian citizen, supporter, I'm interested in human rights.
I'm Diana, I study sociology, second year, from Bulgaria also. And I'm very interested of the topic of this workshop because I don't have much big background knowledge, so I wanted to. It's a very interesting field, so we discuss it today. It's interesting. Hi, I'm Sveta. Very typical Bulgarian names. I'm also second year sociology here in the University of Sofia, and I do some voluntary work for European Network on Sexual and Reproductive Health and Rights, which means I'm interested and somehow involved in the topic and this issue. But since I'm studying sociology, I started asking myself how we can actually think and approach the human rights universal thing. So that's why I came in this workshop.
I'm Sarah from Croatia. I study sociology and comparative literature and I'm third year. And I volunteered in civil society in Croatia, so
my name is Sabina. I studied philosophy and sociology. I finished the peace studies in Zagreb, and I volunteer in the Center for Dealing with the Past in Zagreb.
I'm Inga, I'm from Poland, from Krakow. I'm first year sociology. I'm interested, of course, in human rights and new social movements.
My name is Andrea, I'm from Romania. I would say this field is new for me, so I'm interested to learn as much as I can.
My name is Dragka. I'm second year sociology here at Sofia University, and I'm interested in this buying voters in Bulgaria, these cases.
My name is Nasko. I'm a third year sociology student, and I'm interested not only in sociology but also in international studies, and when it comes to sociology, rather political sociology. That's why I'm glad to be here and interested in that.
Well, I'm Slav. I'm from Sofia University, third year sociology, and I'm interested in the problems of democracy, contemporary political problems, and also in urban sociology and nationalisms.
So I asked you the question, so I'm now going to introduce myself because In Australia, I'm not the proper person to give a course on human rights, which has some advantages also. And disadvantages because I'm much more guided from the political science perspective. And normally people in the human rights go on who are very much interested in minorities. In political science, we're very much about majorities, especially political majorities. But the just my idea was that my background is also, I'm not teaching regularly. I have a position at Central European University, but basically it's kind of a very nice arrangement for myself, so I'm teaching just 3 weeks per year, which means that also you don't have a classical professor figure, and this can also affect probably our conversation presentation, because I'm much more interested in the way in what you think than basically seeing this as some kind of educational exercise. Because you have your courses in the university and human rights are now quite well represented there. So my idea is the following. For the 2 hours I have in fact 2 different cases, but also I'm very much open if you want to introduce a specific case, for example, like the problem of the buying of voters and so on. I'm very much interested also to discuss this type of concrete cases. But my initial idea was the following. First, I'll try to come and discuss some of the trends which basically you can see in most of the modern democracies these days. And this type of the trends are becoming problematic for the rights in general. On one level, you have a kind of very strong populist trends coming from the people, which are becoming much more educated. They're reading opinion polls each day, and they're asking the simple questions. Why we're the majority, and basically because the majority is not represented in the way the country is governed. And on the other side, you have very strong trends of politics becoming much more professional sport, where you have all these experts and others basically busy trying to explain to people that they're not understanding it, they're not going to understand it, and basically it's slightly more complicated than they believe. The problem is how democracy can survive with these 2 very opposite trends going strongly against each other. And I'm going to try to give you certain examples that these trends are now very much involved in concrete policies. The second is that if you go, and I don't know what my colleagues have been talking before me, that if you go to the classical story of rights, also the people are trying to tell this as a narrative of the emancipation of civil social groups. It was first the problem, for example, of the mass voting. The case, the voter here. It was also the problem of the workers' rights and the problems of women's rights and others. But if you see some of the new democracy, and this is around the world, you can see that part of the rights are just coming not so much from a kind of domestic political process from inside, but from the standards coming from outside. If this is the case, and if you're going to have a very kind of progressive human rights legislation, but you don't have a public consensus supporting it, how it functions. So saying this, I'm trying, this is why I also sent you this deliberative poll stuff, because this is a kind of a concrete experiment. We have been making this twice in Bulgaria. I would be interested also to tell you some story how basically it worked here. But before it, just in 5 or 10 minutes, I'll try to make a slightly more general comment. Because